We all remember that fateful day at the end of season 3 where Levi had an impossible choice. What if Erwin Smith was saved over Armin? How would this have changed the scenes in season 4, and would it have been for the best? All that coming right up. Good anime afternoon, I'm Deaddiligent, and today I am talking about an alternate future where Levi saves Erwin over Armin and gives him the Titan serum to become the Colossal Titan. I feel this would have some major changes for season 4 and the whole future of the world itself. Remember, if you like this sort of content, then to hit that like button, I really do appreciate it, and hit that subscribe button and join our small Attack on Titan community. For this what if, we are going to say that instead of Erwin slapping Levi's hand away, for this he is actually not going to do anything at all, meaning Levi will pick Erwin over Armin. Just to let you know, there are spoilers coming up for season 4, obviously, so if you don't want to see those spoilers, then just like the video and head off. Now, I've got 3 parts I want to talk about before this alternate future takes place. The first thing I want to talk about is Eren's reaction, Eren and Mikasa's reaction to losing their closest friend, Armin. I feel this would cause a disconnect between the leadership of the Scouts and Eren and Mikasa. I think they would lose trust in Erwin and in Levi. Bear that in mind because that would be important going forward. I also think that Flocker would stay loyal to Erwin. He wanted Erwin saved over Armin in the first place, and I feel like he became an extremist because he lost faith in the establishment. The last key bit of information to bear in mind is that Erwin is a lot better at political masterminding and strategy than Hanji is. Hanji is a scientist and they are very smart. However, Erwin was always better at political intrigue and anything to do with people. Erwin has always been good at predicting what people are going to do, and in this topic he has Hanji beat. So let's run through the scenario. I think a lot of things would happen as they did in season 4 with slight changes. The Mali would still come, they would offer their help, they would tell them about all the different technologies, there would still be that distrust between the volunteers and the people of the island. However, something different would have happened. I think the Mali volunteers would have noticed that there's a disconnect between Eren and the establishment. But I think that Erwin would have also noticed this as well. So it's sort of like a noticing of a noticing. So the Mali would have noticed that Eren is unhappy with Erwin and with Levi and just unhappy in general. And Erwin would have noticed the Mali noticing this. So there is lots of layers to this. I think Eren would leave for the mainland, similar to what he does in season 4. However, this time he would be accompanied by Mikasa, his loyal companion, who believes the same things as him. They've lost their best friend to a superior officer. This would have major impact on how they are feeling. This may have even made Eren want to do what he does in season 4 sooner. So this could have happened years before instead. I think the battle with the Titans would have gone the same way as it did in the anime. I think Eren would have beat the Warhammer Titan and got its powers and the royal blood that he wanted. He then would have been captured by the Survey Corps, but also Mikasa would as well. Zeke would have surrendered and offered his help, and Zeke's plan wouldn't have changed really at all. Sasha would have still got shot, and Gabby and Falco would go on their little side quest as normal. But this time, instead of Hanji going down to talk to Eren, it would be Erwin. But he would not be intimidated. He would not back down to Eren's powers. He would not shrug it off as a joke and get worried. He would stare him dead in the eye, and then I think he would bring up Armin. And this would probably aggravate Eren even more. Erwin wouldn't take this as a, what do I do, what should I do? Erwin would take action, and we will come to that very shortly. After the information of Eren is leaked, probably by some of the recruits like Louise, because Louise was saved by Mikasa, and in this what if Mikasa is in jail. I don't think Erwin would do the same thing as Hunji and deny the people the right to a say. I think Erwin knows how important the people are to overthrowing a government, and he wouldn't want that to happen to his. I think after the first betrayal of his members in the Survey Corps and the suspicions of the Mali volunteers, Erwin would have a plan to counter Zeke's. I honestly think in this alternate timeline, Erwin might have even got rid of Zeke straight away, wouldn't have kept him alive and found another host and given it to someone else, even temporarily before Historia, just to make sure that Zeke is out of the picture. Bear in mind, Erwin knows firsthand how smart Zeke is. If you remember, he got beaten pretty much by Zeke's strategy. He lost his entire unit. Bear in mind, Zeke did lose in the end. However, it was only because of Levi's unbelievable god skills. So Erwin would know this, whereas Hunji didn't. Hunji would have heard it in a report maybe, but didn't know the extent to his powers, didn't know the extent of his intelligence. So I do think that Erwin would not underestimate Zeke. He would understand how strong he is, and in doing so would create a plan to counter him. Now I have two ways that this could go. First, Erwin could put extra defenses and precautions in place, like having Zeke locked up in anti-Titan gear, having many guards, including Hunji. I think it would be better to have Hunji watching Zeke rather than Levi, as Hunji has got more intelligence and she would notice if something went wrong. I think it is more important for Levi to stay with Eren. Eren is the true threat here, and Levi is literally the only person who has a chance at fighting Eren at this stage, especially with Mikasa being on Eren's side. I think Mikasa should also be locked up in a completely separate facility as well to stop the different parties uniting together. The second and more likely outcome of what Erwin would do is a counter-attack, allowing these things to happen, knowing that they're going to happen, not underestimating Zeke, and biding his time until he can counter Zeke's plan. How will this take shape? I honestly don't know, but I would love to see it unfold. The mastermind of Erwin Smith defeating this plan, getting Eren back inside and defeating Zeke. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you like this sort of content, then hit that like button. It is greatly appreciated. And if you love Attack on Titan as much as me and want to join our small AOT community, then hit that subscribe button. I've been Deaddiligent. And as always, have a great Attack on Titan afternoon.